A little squirrel had been stuck here for several days. The woman discovered it and quickly took it down. But the squirrel's body had already stiffened. The woman quickly performed cardiac resuscitation on it, but there was still no response. She decided to give the squirrel mouth-to-mouth resuscitation. Unexpectedly, a miracle happened. The squirrel came back to life. The woman immediately fed it some milk, but it was still very weak. The woman continued to spray saline solution on it, hoping it would help. After the treatment, the woman held the little squirrel and quietly fell asleep. The next day, the squirrel felt much better. Gradually, it became more active. The cat in the house watched the little creature running around with great curiosity. One day, the woman noticed the squirrel trying to carry cotton out of the house. First, she didn't think much of it, until she saw the squirrel often staring out the window in a daze. The woman realized it was time to give it freedom. The outside world was where it truly belonged, not locked up inside forever. To make it happier, the woman built a treehouse for it, so it could have a place to truly call home, a place where it could feel truly safe. To give it more involvement, the woman handed the cotton to the squirrel to carry itself. She let him decorate it himself into a warm home, so he could get through this winter peacefully. With the shelter settled, next came the food. The woman always prepared lots of nuts for him, and every time the little squirrel came, he would stuff his mouth full until he couldn't fit anymore. It was really amusing. A few months later, the woman noticed things kept falling onto the balcony. She looked up at the tree, and it turned out the little squirrel was throwing them to her. To show his gratitude, the little squirrel picked his favorite pine cones and gave them to the woman. Even though the squirrel had his own home, he still often visited the woman's house. He treated her house as his second home. He also loved playing with the cats. He would often chase them around the house. Maybe this is what a truly happy little squirrel looks like.